Hello, it's August 11th. Welcome to the weather update. And still a little humidity around, some clouds breaking for some more sunshine in the afternoon. You can see the final cold front that will start coming through tomorrow morning. That will finally bring an end to the humidity. We had a little bit of rain this morning, but not much. We'll take a look at that. But right now, outside, dew point still around 70 degrees. Ice slip 75. So generally temperatures in the mid-70s, 75 with a dew point of 70. Except in the alley, of course, where it's still around 80 degrees.
Oh, I hate this place!
Exactly. So it's still kind of hot in the alley, of course. It's a little bit below 80 in there, so 5 degrees warmer than what it's supposed to be outside. Most areas, Mineola reporting 75 degrees. Pretty much 75 everywhere, pretty much. Except in the city and the alley, of course. LaGuardia, 79. Central Park, 79. See, basically my alley is like the city. It doesn't cool off at night. It's even cooled off in Toms River, where it's 74. I mean, it's hot during the day there, but at least it cools off at night. Where I live right now, it doesn't even cool off at night. So 74 in Toms River, 73. And the dew point's still up there, around 70 degrees. So we'll take a look at our highs today, and the amount of precipitation we got was not a lot. So you can see here, highs, still got up to 88 in ice slips, so still got to the upper 80s. Still kind of hot today, unless you're right on the South Shore, where it was more pleasant, where you had low 80s, 81 at West Hampton, and out in the Hamptons, 78. They also had less sun, too. As you head further west, around 90 in the city, and 88 in Toms River. So we're pretty close to, not a big difference between middle of the island and Toms River today as far as the highs go. Now we're going to look at the precipitation, and I'm going to go to the one-to-ground site for that. So we're going to look at the one-to-ground site and see what we have as far as the precipitation goes. Let's see how much rainfall we got today, because it really wasn't very impressive at all. Look at that. Barely anything for a 0.16. I mean, below a quarter of an inch. This was supposed to be a little more than that. Every quarter of an inch just about. South Shore, quarter of an inch. I mean, at least it's something. And then you head further out east, and it's even less than that. 0.05. I mean, that's almost nothing. So the Pine Barrens got basically nothing. There are some scattered amounts of close to like 0.20. I am not buying that 1.11 unless a cell went right in that spot. I don't see anything else to back that up around that spot. Yeah, it's rather pitiful, the amount of rain we got. So we're still dealing with this drought, unfortunately. This hasn't really helped at all, pretty much. It's nothing. Let's see how much Jersey got. All right, it looks like they got a little more rain in Toms River this morning. That's where the heavier activity was. So Jersey, Ocean County is definitely looking a lot better as far as the drought situation goes. They got over an inch around the Toms River area, so good for them. But the minute you go further north, it gets a little less. But Jersey definitely did better than we did. We are still in this terrible drought here on Long Island. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. And now it doesn't really look like we're going to see all that much rain. Now we have, oddly enough, a coastal flood advisory from 11 p.m. Friday to 2 a.m. Saturday, and that's just because of this this northeasterly flow in the storm offshore. So let's go take a look at the models now. See, there's the high building in. That will bring an end to this humidity, and it's going to give us beautiful weather starting tomorrow and lasting Saturday and Sunday. There's that low. It stays offshore, fortunately, so it doesn't bother us at all. Though we could have used the rain from it, I guess, but we should stay offshore, keeping the clouds and the rain away from us and having a mostly sunny weekend. So let's go take a look at the northeast here on the HRRR, and we will go to the 0Z HRRR. So here's the thing. You can see there's a slight chance of a shower tonight. We could look at the radar right now. I didn't see. Let's see. The only activity I saw was up in Connecticut again. So let's take a look and see what's going on right now. Yeah, it's up in Connecticut. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. We just cannot get any heavy rain over here. It's unbelievable. So here you go. It's popping a little bit up. Looks like it's popping a lone cell up somewhere in the overnight hours offshore. Maybe something will pop up, but it looks like it doesn't get going until after it moves offshore. And after that, that's it. We're not going to see any rain. There's that low. HRRR a little closer to us than some of the other models, but it's still that rain just stays away from us And I know nobody wants to see rain on a Saturday, but if that were to hit us, that would kind of end our drought situation. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any of it, any rain from it. So let's go look at the dew points here. And you'll see here the drier air builds in after midnight tonight. We start seeing the dew points drop, and tomorrow, north to northeasterly winds, dew points drop into the 40s. There you go. Though again, it does try to develop a sea breeze in the afternoon, and because the ocean waters are so warm offshore. Yeah, let's talk about those warm ocean waters, shall we? Because they're at near record highs here. So let's go look at the marine forecast here. And look at the current observations that we have offshore. And you will see here water temperatures. Look at that off Barnet, 15 miles east of Barnegat, New Jersey, 79. So water temperatures in the mid-70s. So when that wind shifts to the south, it just brings the humidity in. It's almost worse. So the way that sea breeze is, it'll actually bring an increase in the humidity in because, again, we don't have that strong of a gradient flow, I guess, and that's probably why. But then the northeast winds again take over, and finally for Saturday, we will have the dry air in place for the whole day, though it does again try to bring some of the higher humidity in with that warm water. And I think it's even warmer in the Great South Bay. It might be close to 80 degrees, but I don't know. I don't have an actual observation for that. I've only heard talk of it. So let's take a look at the temperatures now on the HRRR. So tomorrow we'll see temperatures generally in the mid-80s again. So that's what's going to generate the sea breeze probably. And then when you see mid-80s, it means that we're going to see the sun out and probably have a good amount of sunshine tomorrow. We'll look at some of the cloud models. And then it cools off with the sea breeze, but that raises the humidity. But tomorrow night, we'll see temperatures drop back into the 60s, except in the alley, of course. And maybe the Pine Barrens might even get colder than that, perhaps 50s. And Saturday is going to be a really nice day. That's when we're going to have a nice northeasterly breeze, highs only in the low 80s. And it's going to be very nice Saturday. That's going to be a really nice day. So let's go a little further now. Let's go to the GFS. And we'll also put the dew points in the GFS too. So let's go to the GFS now. So here's the GFS, and you will see again that drier air. GFS, a little less gung-ho on that sea breeze idea. Keeps the drier air in place, north winds tomorrow, but it could possibly be a sea breeze tomorrow. With those mid-80s, it's enough to generate a sea breeze. But for Saturday, that's when we're going to have the nice stronger northerly winds, so it should keep any onshore flows at bay for Saturday. Dew points only in the 40s. And then Sunday, maybe they come up a little bit, but that's it. And going into next week, we'll show you a little bit. You'll see the humidity will be on the increase, and maybe we'll have some chances for rain next week. We'll look at that toward the end of the video. Looking at the temperatures, you will see here's Friday. Saturday, delightful. Sunday is still cool, a little bit warmer, probably more like mid-80s, maybe some upper 80s in New Jersey. Maybe somewhere in New Jersey will hit 90 on Sunday because New Jersey is just such a hot place. And then as we go into next week, you'll see we're going to get into a little more of an unsettled pattern. You can see it's cool each day, but humid, which means there could be some rain chances. But we'll talk about that a little more. Let's go a little bit later. So let's go to the RGM right now. We'll look at the skies. Well, actually, hold on. Back to the GFS. Back to the GFS. Back to the GFS. Let's go look at the skies on the GFS first. All right. Because, again, you have model disagreements on the sky. So here's tomorrow. According to this, it looks like it keeps more clouds around throughout the day, and then it doesn't clear out until later. Saturday clears out, and then Sunday we'll probably have to worry about the high clouds moving in later in the day. All right. There's also the FV3 model. The FV3, which is, they have a 0Z FV3, but this is as far as it goes, unfortunately. This is as far as it goes. I don't know. It doesn't even take us to sunrise tomorrow. Now, if we look at the 12Z run, you'll see it does kick the clouds out by the afternoon. All right, so if that's the case, we'll probably have a nice day tomorrow, if that happens. But if we look at the RGM is a little different on that idea. So this is the RGM. Actually, 18Z RGM kicks out the clouds by the afternoon, too. So it starts out with clouds and then kicks them out by the afternoon. And then for Saturday, we're mostly sunny. We have a nice, mostly sunny day. And then Sunday, we'll have some of that cirrus come on in. All right. Yeah, a little bit of disagreement with the models here with that I think that front. I think we're going to see a good amount of sunshine tomorrow. I really do. We can also look at the NAM 3. This is the 0Z NAM 3 again. That's as far as it goes, but you can see up to 15Z. It looks like it's got a good amount of sunshine over us. So let's go to the. We'll go a little further into the longer range and look at next week because it will get unsettled next week, and that is actually a good thing because we need the rain, and I really hope we see some more next week. So here we go for next week. Monday, it's not really showing much. Here we are Tuesday, still not showing much, but it's getting close. It's getting close, but it looks like still a lot of close calls with the rain, but it doesn't look like we get all that much. Total accumulated precip. Look at this. Look at this. We're in a hole. This is all straight through next Saturday. This is not good. Meanwhile, Jersey's going to get in on some of the rain. So this is not good. This drought is getting worse. And as we continue to see this drought get worse, the potential for a large wildfire in the Pine Barrens also grows exponentially. And that is something that we're going to have to really be concerned about. I am very concerned about it. And you should be too. We really do need some more rain. This is not good at all to see this. So let's go look at the thing that we're in the long range. Let's just go to the Climate Prediction Center outlook, and 6 to 10 day. It actually has us a little bit above on the precipitation. This is the 6 to. It says 8 to 14. I don't know. I haven't moused over 6 to 10 day. Here we go. But you see below normal. So the heat. But then it starts to bring the heat back toward the end of the period, so we'll have to see. But I'm not happy with what I'm seeing on the GFS with the lack of rain. This is not good. This drought situation continues to get worse. It's no joke. Please be careful out there, especially with campfires and stuff. You shouldn't even be making any campfires in this weather, all right? They shouldn't be allowed on Long Island. I don't know why the state is not cracking down on this. Again, New Jersey, when it's this dry, they usually don't. They have forest restrictions. I haven't heard anything about this on Long Island. It's just lawn watering restrictions. So I'm really concerned about the potential for a major wildfire in the Pine Barrens. Yes, the Pine Barrens needs fire, but I prefer it in a controlled manner. None of us wants to see a huge wildfire, and unfortunately, I really do think we're going to see one this year if we don't get rain soon. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.